What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to another video from Word on the Street. So, guys, let me thank you once again for tuning in and, remind you guys, please, share. Remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. All right. So, guys, so this video that I'm coming with today is about this lady that you're seeing on the screen. As some of you might know, her name is Shelly Ann Allen, and she is or was a Jamaican police officer, right? But she was arrested in early February on wire fraud. So it is alleged that Miss Shelly Ann Allen, is in the scamming is in scamming organization. As a matter of fact, it is dubbed or called the Allen Lottery Scheme and Organization, right? And it is alleged that I think it's between 2019 until she February 22 when she was arrested. They scammed some elderly and vulnerable people in the USA, particularly Wisconsin, of over $1 million, and that's $1 million US, right? And how the US, what they call them, I'm not sure if it's Border Patrol or what organization it is that they're gonna watch first. Get all their informations, and then they come at you, right? So they got their all they needed, after watching them for a while and taking notes and stuff like that. So she was arrested and at the Fort Lauderdale airport, after landing in the US. And she was searched, and her phones were, well, she willingly offered her phone to be searched, and she so she it is said that she had two phones, but the one she had in her hand that she initially gave them was an Android phone. And they searched that, and she was cooperating real well. And then further search of her handbag, they found an iPhone, which she willingly gave the pin to open. So then they said she got like real jittery, when the iPhone was opened, and they started looking into the iPhone, because I guess that's where most of the informations that they needed would have been in the iPhone, right? So I guess she was transferred or transported to Milwaukee in Wisconsin. And there's the case on her. So this is it now. Miss Shelly Ann, reportedly has, I think, about 4 different bank accounts in the US. And to be honest with you, I live in the US, and I never even knew that a non-citizen, meaning a person without, well, non-citizen or non-residents, someone without a green card or anything like that could even open a bank account in the US, right? Moreover, to have like four different accounts, right? So this is where she has received a lot of the money. So, but they have different ways of getting the money, maybe through Western Union. So in this case now, they're saying they usually gets their money through different methods. Like example, wire transfer, bulk postal agencies, um, you know, stuff like that. And even once they had money stuck in a crock pot, which I think she met someone where in Jamaica at one point, and I guess she knew that person, and she made arrangements with that person where she could receive money. So the crock pot was sent to her. So that person received the crock pot with the money in it, and she had to be paid. So it was reported that she kept $9,000 for herself, and then she sent 20. I think it's $21,000. In I guess a barrel or something with other stuff in it to Jamaica in the crock pot. So she would have gotten $30,000, right? So now this one of the person that she was they were reportedly scamming, as you know, a whole person. And it is so sad because they had that lady sold her house, right? Sold her house so she could send money, because this is it now. They were posing as the Publishers Clearinghouse, PCH, that famous Publishers Clearinghouse, where they told the victims that they won, or she won, a house, 18 million, a Mercedes Benz, right? So, but she had to send a lump sum of money before she could have received her gift, or winnings in this case, right? So this old lady sold her house to send money to them. So these guys, I don't think these guys really stop to think about what they're doing, before or while they're doing it. All they want to know is that they're receiving their money, and sometimes people need to have a heart and think. And I guess most of the time, or some of the times, they don't even know the person, like, to really find out if that person is a wealthy person or not. All they're caring about is just getting some money. And I'm even hearing that some of them are saying that they don't feel any way because they're getting reparations for slavery, right? And so I guess that's why a lot of them do it. And there are even people in the public that I heard say things like that also. But so Miss Shelley, now, she it is reported that she also was suspended, I think in 2017 or whereabout, right? So she had just gotten back her job. She was just reinstated, and was in the ZOSO in Norwood in St. James, right? That ZOSO, the special squad that they have the checkpoint, and so people that are coming through have to stop and give their IDs or something like that. So she was just reinstated and put in the ZOSO. And I can't help thinking about it. Just thinking about it. Her friends, or scammer friends, or whatever they call them, coming through where they have the ZOSO, right? Just imagine her friends coming through, and even if they're suspected or not, and they have to check them, how she reacted to them, in cases like that, because she's one of the persons, I would imagine, that is checking people's IDs and stuff like that. So it's really a sad situation that people get themselves into, especially as a law officer. You're there to help to restore calm, in those areas, to serve and protect, right? And help to get rid of the the guys that are committing the crimes, but instead you are one of them. It's a really sad situation when you look at it really seriously. You know what I mean? So um, I can say, it's sad that she got herself into this position, but then she have to live with the consequences of what she has done. Because Miss Shelley, and these guys, it is reported that they, as I said, they accumulated over $1 million, million and change, in a short span of time, right? So now I'm understanding that our son also has been arrested for the same lottery scamming thing, right? And I'm sure some of you guys must would have remembered our baby father, who had gotten shot up in I think it's the same Westmoreland, you know, in 2019, right? He was also a cop. His name is Ron Buckner. So I'm sure a lot of you guys, would have probably heard about that if you are remember, I think he got shot up in, I think either a bar or a barber shop. I'm not 100% sure right now. I don't remember, but I think he had gotten shot up in a bar or barber shop in 2019. So this leads me now to think, to wonder if her baby father was also mixed up in the lottery scamming, or his killing had something to do with it. But we don't know. There's no report of that. So let me leave that alone. Okay. So, we could see that Shellyan was really living large, the way she traveled, back and forth to the US, right? Um, so it is reported that in 20, I think from it's in 20, so from 2019, she entered the US. I think from 29, sometime in 2019 to when she was detained in Florida 9 times, and we're seeing where she withdraw money from her from one, especially one of her account, the PNC. She has a PNC account, a checking account, and records were shown that on the 14th of February 2020, a deposit was made of $6,000 from, I think, the victim that sold her house. And then on the 22nd of April 2020, again, she a deposit was made in the account of $4,000. So in all, she got a deposit of $10,000 in her account in 2020, right? In which, after that, she did 6 ATM withdrawals, right? And a La Quinta in transaction of $831. So it would have seemed that she spent maybe a night or 2 nights at the La Quinta Inn, right? Then she did 24 purchases at outlets like Gap, Marshalls, Macy's, Foot Locker, Elegant Perfume, Victoria's Secret, Polo, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few. So you could see she was really, living large in the US, and doing and on a shopping spree. Just imagine she comes up, and when she's going down, she would have bought a few things to go down. We don't know, maybe to sell to. That's a way of laundering the money. So she would probably would have sold back these items to get back her funds that she spent. You know what I mean? So you don't know. Miss Shellyan was really, 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 really active. And doing her thing. So these people, and I'm really happy when I see they get caught, because trust me, this is not right. These are old people that has worked hard for their money. And some of them would have accumulated their cash, maybe from inheritance and stuff like that. But a lot of them, trust me, they work, especially those old people, they work hard and they save their money. You know what I mean? Because these are some people that, they what's the word now? They save their money for when they're old, so they could have AIDS and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's really sad when you see people, just taking their money, and we all know, when they a lot of them, when they get so old, their heads are not so sharp again, so they would have they're easily targeted by the scammers, and that is why they're easily targeted, because they know these people like are in that vulnerable stage. You know what I mean? So Miss Shellyan, you laid your bed and you have to sleep in it. So where we all will be waiting and looking to see the outcome of the case, how many here she will get, and how many more people would have been arrested after. You know what I mean? So yes, guys. So I just wanted to share this little news item with you, and you know, let us all look. If you see something, say something. If you hear something, say something. Because I mean, when you think about it, okay, for me as a Jamaican, I don't, and I've spoken to quite a few other people, that other Jamaicans, right? And we all come to the conclusion that this really is not a good look for our country, because when you hear people, sometimes people speaking about Jamaica these days, one of the number one topic, scamming. You know what I mean? So it's like Jamaicans have taken over the scamming business from the Indians and the Africans, where it was birthed. You know what I mean? And it's really not a good look for Jamaica. And I, for one, I'm happy when I hear these guys get caught, and they're a lot of times extradited back here to the U.S. to be tried, for those victims that they have defrauded. And I'm not afraid to say I'm happy to hear when they get caught, because this is not right. Number one, and they're just bringing down our country. It's already, we have a lot of things stacked up against us already, so we don't need any more like this. So, and I'm hoping and praying for that day when we will stop hearing about the scamming. And to me, the other thing is, the scamming thing is one of the main things right now that is causing a lot of the killings in Jamaica. So yeah, it's a good look right now. All right, guys. So thanks again for tuning in, and please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and please hit that notification bell. So you will get notified when I post some videos. And as usual, please don't be afraid to comment and let me know what you guys think. All right. Blessed love.